all these pieces to ultimately evolve from a personal consciousness to a cosmic consciousness. Well, this requires us to live in a different awareness each day. So it doesn't matter where we are, we got to live newly each day. And then we got to become new expressions of God as our consciousness is expanding. How can we be in greater alignment with the newness coming through? So while there are many different tools and qualities and character traits that we can look at to help us, we're going to try to find various tools, just a few, to really prime the pump for each of us that we might live our spiritual understandings in ever greater ways. And isn't that a wonderful opportunity that each of us have come with that intention to take away with this morning? All of us, which are designed in these tools to become really under the influence of our soul. So a lot of times we talk about a higher consciousness, all these perspectives. We understand we are a sevenfold being, much more than the physical bodies we see. And there is in each of us a soul. This has been called our Christ consciousness. But it is the soul that knows God, knows how to live. And it's right here with us at all times. So this isn't some faraway place that we have to go to. We need to come under the influence of the soul. And just like gravity pulls on us, we have an inertia as a human being to live outwardly. Well, this talk is about living inwardly in that alignment. So if we can truly make headway on the tools shared this morning, I think we'll be doing much to come under the influence of our soul's light for each of us. And the first trait, but I'm going to call it a tool that we want to come to, is be humble before God. I think it is our doorway, or one of the doorways to our soul. So now I have to reflect back to you. Would you say and think that you are a humble person? Take a moment. Now, if we had time, I would have to ask a loved one or a good friend and see if they see you as a humble person. And maybe we'll get some insights like Flower was sharing in the soul video this morning. Sometimes the way we see ourselves, sometimes they're blinders. So I ask you, how do you handle criticisms like Flower shared? Well, that's a tough one because we as humans, we get defensive right away. Oh, you just don't understand the situation fully. That's not exactly what I was putting out there. So take a look at those parts of ourselves, and we're all at different places in that spectrum, right? But she illustrated that, Flower did in that soul video, we need to become like the angels, which receive those critiques in a sense. And it's not that we want to go around being critical of everybody now and say, okay, now I've told you the truth, there you go. But whenever you hear something where something comes out that is pointed out, instead of being defensive, that doesn't mean what they said is 100% true, so you can relax. But you're looking for what gleanings that you can take from it. And then if you want to get into the psychology, why are you having such a strong reaction to that criticism? We can start looking at our emotions and say, okay, what part of that was really triggering me? And maybe you can uncover a little gem. But like the angels, come to that experience with, it's like a radar system showing what you need to do as you're working to wholeness. So let's not push it away, not necessarily embrace it, but let's take it in and discerningly begin to contemplate it with ourselves. Another way that we can look at humility is stand out in nature. And this is a picture I took of Mount Ruapehu in New Zealand, of all places. And we were in Tongariro, and we were there 2 nights, a Questhaven family tour. Many of you were on it. And this dear mountain, for our first full day, was totally covered in clouds. So this is the morning we were going to leave. At 4 in the morning, I peeked out, and I saw it was crystal clear. I just went running. I think it was about 1 or 2 miles, just not to take the picture, but just to be close to this presence. And whenever you are in the presence of greatness, which this mountain felt to me, it brings you to your knees. It puts you in perspective of you're just one, not the one, just one.